Here is the latest from Oil City News on K2 Radio.
Blowing snow and icy road conditions are to blame for a fatal crash that happened in Converse County yesterday at about 4:58 p.m. 31-year-old Wyoming resident Kayla Zacharias is the 99th fatality on Wyoming highways so far this year compared to 133 at the same time last year. According to a preliminary crash summary from Wyoming Highway Patrol, a GMC pickup was headed south on Interstate 25 in the right lane when they moved to the left to pass slower moving traffic and lost control on the icy road surface. The vehicle spun counterclockwise and exited the road into the median, tripping and rolling. The vehicle rolled at least once before coming to rest on its wheels in the median. The driver was not wearing a seatbelt and died as a result of her injuries. Two other people were injured in the crash, but the patrol did not say to what extent. A Torrington man was sentenced to 30 years in prison with 3 years of supervised release for possession with intent to distribute fentanyl. Court records show that Highway Patrol pulled over 40-year-old Nicholas Elton Terry for speeding on I-25 in Laramie County. The trooper said that he appeared nervous and he was unable to produce any documentation for himself or the vehicle. While they figured things out in the patrol vehicle, another trooper deployed a narcotics detection canine who alerted to the presence of a controlled substance. About 1,000 fentanyl pills were located, along with 3 cell phones. Terry was indicted May 16th this year. He pled guilty in August on the 28th, and Chief U.S. District Court Judge Scott Skavdahl imposed the sentence on November 19th in Casper. Wyoming's economic outlook is mixed for 2025 with a continuing decline in the coal industry, shortages in housing and childcare, and an aging population clouding the state's mid- and long-term growth prospects. That's according to a new report from the University of Wyoming. The Center for Business and Economic Analysis just issued its second annual Wyoming Economic Forecast in conjunction with the Governor's Business Forum. The year ahead for Wyoming holds many opportunities and challenges, including finding solutions to current binding constraints for growth, housing affordability for workers, and challenging transportation and connectivity, resulting in constrained access to markets. Still, the report predicts a slight increase in the state's labor force next year, with just a small increase in the unemployment rate to 3.2% lower than the national one. The state's population is also expected to increase slightly. The report notes that there are strong business startup numbers along with growing manufacturing clusters, most notably in Casper and Sheridan. Wyoming currently ranks second nationally in science and engineering degrees as a percentage of higher education degrees conferred, with 45.8% of the awarded degrees in those fields compared to the national average of 35.7%. The rate of patents has increased significantly with 15 patents per 1,000 individuals in science and engineering occupations, up from the historical range of 4 to 12 patents per 1,000 people in those fields. And according to the U.S. Census Bureau, new business applications in the state were up 25% between September 2023 and September of 24. Wyoming also recently was ranked as the 6th most entrepreneurial state in the nation by the Digital Project. Although the national average price for a gallon of regular gasoline fell for the 6th straight week, prices remain mostly stable in Natrona County. The nation's average price fell 1.4 cents from a week ago. It stands at $3.01 per gallon today. That's the lowest level since May of 2021. The national average price of diesel also declined, but 1.3 cents in the last week to stand at $3.50 per gallon today. Ahead of Thanksgiving, motorists continue to be teased by the prospect of a $2.99 per gallon national average, a level now seen in 32 states. But for the last few weeks, the stars just haven't quite aligned. Patrick DeHaan, the head of petroleum analysis at Gas Buddy, said that last week Russia's threats after Ukraine used long-range U.S. missiles, which pushed oil prices back above $70 per barrel. Some promotions ahead of Thanksgiving are pushing gas prices back down, even as oil remains elevated. For now, we're just pennies away from the national average falling below $3, but for a third year, we may again fall short. As always, read more at k2radio.com, or you can follow us on Facebook. Reporting in Casper, this is Colby Fedor.